Hello everyone. This video shows you an effective way to start your practice session before you get into your pieces, and so long as you're tuned up and you're ready to go, this is the way I would start. So I would start with open strings, playing long slow bows on each open string. So I'll show you on the D string. So there were two semi-breves. When I've done that, I will then try on the other strings, my semi-breves, and I might go on to minims. So 2 count notes. Notice the speed of my bow is going to be faster for the minims. 1, 2. And crotchets, 1 count notes. Again, notice the bow speed. And I try to keep my bow nice and even and use all of the bow. Okay, finally I might do some quavers. So this, I would not use all of the bow, I would use little bows, probably starting at the balance point, which is about there. If you don't know where your balance point is, you have to hold your bow towards the heel, but not in the middle certainly, and find the point at which your bow balances. So I need to go a little bit further that way, and then I find my balance point, and that point in the bow is the best place to start your quavers. So quavers are worth half a count, so I have 2 for every crotchet. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and... Okay, so that's my warm-up, and I do that on every string. Then I will go on to do scales. So for my scales, again I would think of a rhythm to do on each note of the scale. So a simple rhythm, maybe don't clap this one back. So don't clap this one back, the rhythm would be like this. Don't clap this one back, don't clap this one back. Notice I use less bow for the quavers. So I would do that on each note of the scale, like this. And then I come back down the scale as well. Okay, I could try doubling the notes as well a little bit faster if I was okay with that rhythm. I could try something different. So doubling each note of the scale. I could also start up bow, so I'm going to do a different scale. I'm going to do A. Start on the A string and go over to the E string for my A major scale, 1 octave. I'm going to start up bow for a change. I could also think of just the left hand fingering, so if I was doing a tricky scale pattern, maybe G major or E minor scale pattern, I might want to just think of what the left hand finger pattern will be before I start. So for this I would put my bow down and maybe do pizzicato, thinking of the note. So I'm going to play E minor just because it's a bit shorter. So I find my first note, bit sharp, so I find it again. It's better. And then I think of the pattern. So E, F sharp, G, A, B, C natural, close, 3rd finger D, and open E or fourth finger E. It's up to you. And then you come back down the scale. So E, D, second finger C natural, B, open A, third across to G, F sharp, E. So it's a pizzicato scale of E minor. And then finally I would try my scale as it in its original form. So let me do E minor in its original form. I'm going to play them as even quavers. And finally, when you've gone through all of your scales like that, if you wish, you might want to add a slurred bowing. So the slurred bowing for grade 1 and for grade 2 is two notes per bow. So 2 quavers per bow, sounding like this. I'm going to do E minor again. Notice when I'm playing even notes and slurs, I try to use all of my bow on the 2 notes of the slur, and that creates a nice big tone. Okay, I'm also going to demonstrate now a grade 2 scale, and this is going to be a scale with a long tonic. So I'm going to play a long tonic scale for grade 2, separate bows to start with. So I'm going to do B flat major. Find my first note on the G string, the second is back, low, next to the first. So that was B flat major, long tonic. If I wanted to play a scale even notes, I would play a 2-octave scale even notes. I'm going to do A major. It would sound like this. At grade 2, you have a slightly faster tempo if possible. So this is A major 2 octaves with the third finger extended on the lower 2 strings. My E didn't quite come out there on the way up. Okay, so that is even notes slurred bows for A major. Okay, I think now we are going to have a pause, and that's the end of that part. If you have any questions, please do email me and ask me anything to do with scales or anything that we've done in this video. Okay, happy practicing.